Ready for football now from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome, head coach Mike McCarthy, and your defending AFC North Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that's a decent return out to the 29-yard line. The offense will get play one of the game from right there. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out season 9, but season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
You know, I think one of the biggest factors for Lamar Jackson this season, Mike, is just to stay healthy. They got to just find a way to keep him on the field, keep him in one piece. And, you know, I think when you talk about a dynamic player like Lamar and, you know, his ability to use his legs and his ability to improvise, there's a very fine line, especially early in the season. Stay away from those hits, operate more as a passer, and then towards the end of the season when things really matter, let him really loose.
21 yards, more than you could ask for on the game's first play. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They put Smythe in motion. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now they've got 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That one is good. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Tyler, 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. He keeps rolling. Aaron Rodgers leading the Steelers out. Hard to believe, Greg, it's year 22, his 2nd in Pittsburgh, and teaming up again with his former head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Well, after another offseason of speculation, Aaron Rodgers, is he coming back? Where is he going to play? He's reunited with his coach, Mike McCarthy. Can they kind of rekindle that success of years back, those MVP seasons that he had in Green Bay? You look back just a season ago, Mike. I know he's getting up there. I know he's now on the north side of 40, but I'll tell you what. They had some other issues in Pittsburgh that they needed to make changes, but I actually think Aaron Rodgers, all things considered, played really well last year.
Nice first down run there from Rico Dowdle. And, you know, Mike, I think he's a bit of an underrated back. Went over 1,000 yards each of the past 2 seasons. 1 year with the Cowboys, and that last year with the Panthers. So maybe not the flashiest guy, but he feels like a really good fit in Pittsburgh. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Now Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Metcalf, the motion man. On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out come the Ravens. You look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
2nd and long coming up. They'll run. It's Henry. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And a Raven,
You know, Mike, I think the question is, does Derrick Henry ever age? I mean, he's in year 11. He still looks like he's a rookie. I mean, he produces at an elite level, it seems, every year. 1,500 yards for the 5th time in his career a season ago. I mean, we could go on and on, but really the last piece of the puzzle missing is he's still searching for that Super Bowl ring.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
The Steelers offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Rodgers gets this to Bernard. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
And 1.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
He's got the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
At the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Pittman. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this out wide, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Rodgers going up top again. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Now a 3rd and 2. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. Complete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-all is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. Pistol give to Henry. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So, on fourth down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley on to punt. Returnable from the 17. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. They'll run with Dowdle. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Rodgers now. That'll be caught. It's Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
You just don't see a lot of running backs given the chance to make those sort of plays, especially against double coverage. But he continues to come up big for his quarterback. He's going to continue to give him every shot in the world.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
This will be 3rd and 8. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Hot pass in the hands of Flowers. And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yards. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Ravens bring their punt team out as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers out quick to Pittman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, a loose football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. He did. So it stays with Pittsburgh. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and long for Rodgers. To the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
But it's 4th down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
The punt team out there for the 2nd time, and that kicks away. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the 1st down marker. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's Ryan Eckley now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Uh-oh. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Play fake to Dowdle. And now Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You know, Mike, you think back to Michael Pittman's time in Indianapolis, twice going over 1,000 yards in his 6 seasons with the Colts. But, you know, they decided it was time to move on. Pittsburgh jumped at the opportunity, and he should immediately be one of their best players on offense.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Metcalf, the motion man. They'll stick with him again. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. 3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half.
First and goal at the
We'll come
4-yard
back
line.
to the Steel City after this. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 6-3 lead.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Steelers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4.
10 more yards. Complete to number 17. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 4-yard line.
2nd and inches. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers going up top again. And he's in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers move out in front, 13-3.
Steelers 13, Ravens 3.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rock. That one out wide. Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll pitch it out here to Henry. And he will have the Ravens Ravens first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that first down.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get this down to the 40. It's a nice run, and it's also first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Going to go right back to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
Ravens.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Bateman is the motion man. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. So tough to stop down close. He's got a Ravens touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Steelers back on the field. Rico Dowdle and company with their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Rodgers out quick to Pittman. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Taken in, it's Tez Walker.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Now Dowdle. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no game.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd down, Rodgers. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe one of the Steelers was in there and brought it in. So it stays with Pittsburgh.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Rodgers now. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And third down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that third down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
Ravens.
Well, as you can see there, with this guy's size, you're just not going to be able to bring him down with arm tackles. You're going to have to get a lot of bodies to the ball, square him up, and be physical. Because if not, he's going to run through light contact, and he still has the speed to pick up big yards.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 17-yard line.
You know, we say this so often in this league, Mike, the greatest strength of some of these guys can also be a little bit of their weakness. And in this case, he's trying to buy more time with his feet. We've seen him do this successfully time and time again. This time it catches up to him, and he takes the sack.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. This is caught at the 2.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. That is caught to the goal line and in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Steelers 16.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Powerful start on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Brings up second
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Fryermuth. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the first down. Now Rodgers. That is caught right side by Bernard.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Rodgers gets this to Bernard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards. They wind up getting 7 on that 3rd and 4.
And
defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Jackson taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens are going to open up the lead to 8.
24, Steelers 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now they'll pitch it out here. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 1st down. There's that man again. Another catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Metcalf, the motion man. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one is caught by Scarano. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Here is 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Michael Pittman. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Rodgers. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens Headed back out again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up for 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry.
Jackson's pass complete to Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Now 2nd and inches. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Raven 1st down.
Hill. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here, where this might be one final heave to the end zone. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to win the game. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory.